What's up, guys? This is Void of Just Gaming, your channel for fresh Arena of Valor content, and I've got something super fresh from you right from the series that I've played with some of my teammates. I have played Thorne, as you have already seen in the thumbnail. Thorne is by far one of the best AD carries in the game right now. You know how I am with mechanics and all that sort of thing, so today we're going to check out if this is kind of usable for me on the one hand, and I tested a new build using the new alchemy enchantment that has been placed in the game with the recent updates. So without further ado, I want to show you my build, guys. So this is the current build that most of the people seem to play on Thorne. You've got the Blitzblade in there, of course. You do have the flashy boots because, you know, cooldown speed is not anything that he can use at all, so we're going to transfer that into damage. And then we've got the basic setup that most of the people want to see. We've got the Sancti for the crit chances, we've got Muramasa in there to shred the tanks, and then we've got Fenris and a nice Blade of Eternity to get us back from the dead if we should continue fighting. Arcana wise, I've got something which is not ideal because I have been taking something in the purple Arcana tree, branch, whatever you want to call it, which is focused on Lifesteal, that I'm playing on Necroth at the moment because I want to show you guys a Necroth build. This is still something that I need to try, but I did not have the opportunity to because the jungle role is most of the time taken. So you want to switch that out for Guerrilla, I guess. The rest of it is Atrocity for the enhanced critical chance. Then we've got Guerrilla or Assassinate, whatever you prefer. And then we've got Skewer, of course, for the Armor Pierce. So this is the Arcana setup. And enchantment-wise, as I said, we're going with Alchemy in the League of Humans core enchantment, whatever thing. And we're going with Enhanced Restore and the Minion Kill thing. And then we're going with Acts of Sacrifice. And to boost our crit chances even further, we are going with Blessing here with the Veda. So this is the build. Let's see how it turned out in the actual gameplay with my friends. Alright, ladies and gents, I think something about the sound, the in-game sound is still broken. I try to kind of find out what the problem for this is, but haven't figured it out yet. So you need to deal just with my voice and no game sounds, but the only thing that you're gonna hear is double kill all the time because Thorne is a beast in mid-game. Early game, he's not the strongest. You've got the little pesky bullets that you want to apply to your shots, and we're going to see how this is going to turn out later on in the game. The first thing that we need to deal with is a Yawn, who is so into the jungle that he even booked a flight to this. But as you can see, we're not dealing any damage at all to the opposing tanks, which brings me to the point that I'm going back to lane to get some farm, to get some items, to deal some damage. That was the plan, that was the hope, and that was what we executed in here. So yes, we've got a pretty strong layout. We've got Tulin, who is above par. We've got Kriknek, who's pretty strong right now in the game. We've got Lumbur, who has become one of the strongest supports after he has been not that good for ages. I think it was ages. I played Lumbur a lot and it was a hard time to play him. We've got Irie against Xanis on the bottom lane. And me as Thorne, as one of the best AD carries, I need to live up for the legend. That's something that I had to do when I was playing this game. So the start of it is pretty slowish and not really that great for our team. We're farming a bit, we're harassing a bit, and this is basically all that matters. Now we've got L'Oreal in here, we've got the First Blood, but we've got lots of trouble coming onto our top lane. Tulin tries to help out, but we've got L'Oreal here. And something that I realize a lot in these games is that most of the people do not ping anything. One ping, enemy is missing, and the enemy is still there, is even better than, or still better than no ping at all, because it just seems to tell your people, be aware of ganks. The enemy team has Yawn and Chogna, and Not Errol, not Enzo, and I don't really see that champion to be competitive right now in the meta. Enzo isn't. I tried him quite a lot because I wanted to have a new video on him, but he needs to be so far ahead that it's not funny at all. Not in my perspective, not for my short games or my short playtime that I do have on a daily basis, so I'm not playing him at all. If Teamy is not boosting him in any kind of way, this channel has not seen Enzo in years, I guess, because it's just... Your team needs to be super focused, you need to have a good team composition, and then Enzo might be kind of in the position to do something, but right now, no, it's not gonna work. So I hope you guys do not pay too close attention to the fact how I am using my bullets here, because basically it's just a feeling of the guts. I want to use the violet ones, but then I do forget where it is when I kind of flip it, and this is causing a lot of trouble. So be patient, be nice. I am not playing Thorne that often, and therefore I don't have a clue what I'm doing right now. So this is basically for entertainment purposes and a lot of damage. I'm going to deal a lot of damage later on, and it's going to be pretty much stupid. I guess it's going to be stupid. The damage output of Thorne is unreal. Even after they fixed this kind of double bullet bug that they had in the game recently. So don't take this for granted. Here we go. We've got them right up here. Thank you, defeat for our team. L'Oreal is using the Arctic Orb here to prevent the incoming damage. We're dealing a lot of damage to this Enzo thingy, and I just decided that I need to have a kill. And I've got 2 kills. That's a double kill for me, which is pretty nice, because the more gold we get, the more double kills we get, the more fat we are, the better we are in terms of the game, because we are dependent on items. As you have seen, we're not dealing a lot of damage initially, but the items are of course helping us to get to the point where we are actually helpful to our team. So you need to overcome this particular point, and then things are going to be mental. You are going to snowball the shit out of the enemies. Thorne is just crazy right now, and Crickneck as well. So be prepared for the stuff to happen in this game, because it's going to be splendid, I guess. So my plan initially was to just go in for some farm and get some items, and then afterwards, if we have come to the team fight episode or the team fight position of the game, I want to stay in the back, use my gun to deal plenty amounts of damage, and then just win the game for my team. So I see a Yawn trying to get into the Abyssal Dragon. I thought that my ult might be able to hit him, but unfortunately I miscalculated the damage. I'm staying a little bit too long here. I don't have my dash ready, which was unfortunate, and I'm going to get killed for the 2nd time in the game, leaving our team on a 5-8. Meanwhile, Crickneck has killed Enzo. Don't think that this is too much of a problem. He has just one little short dash, and then that's it. So Crickneck's got the mobility with his dash and the ultimate, and now Zenith has switched roles, and he has moved up from bottom lane to top lane to try to damage our tower. But we've got Ivory in here, and I think we did not show ourselves from the very best side. If you have just seen the short glimpse of Shogna being 4-1, what is that? That's madness. I mean, it's a pretty decent tank. He's got a lot of life, and he fits the tank role quite well. But now we need to kill the enemies, and unfortunately it's not a double kill, because Ari has some stakes in this. But all in all, it worked out fine, and look at the damage that we're dealing to Yawn. And now I was like, okay, there's Enzo, and I need to kill Enzo, because Enzo is really, really, really unnecessary. I don't even know how this worked, but it worked, and now we are onto the Abyssal Dragon for the very first time in the match. I think it's quite easy to farm with Thorne, because you've got a lot of sidestep potential. We are getting life back from the restore, and now we are basically back to full health, and we can continue farming again, giving us the Clevs Sancti, and now the critical chances are improved by a lot, as well as the critical damage. So the setup is there. Now we just need to put it into the game and execute the whole thing through so that we are about to win the game. If I'm fed like that, 4-2, my main focus is to try to get into the objectives and deal damage to the towers. This is the most important thing. You want to clear the towers as soon as possible because it is your win condition. You're not winning by defeats, you're not winning by kills, not by deaths, and not by anything else, but by getting into the core and destroying that hacky thing. So, of course, this was the mission, and as you can see, Ivory is on the retreat because Chognar and L'Oreal, who are playing along as it seems, because you can see both at all times together, are into the fray, and now we are just working them. We're just working them around, giving us a lot of assists. Unfortunately, no kill has been placed here. Pretty sad. But we are going to take the gold from the enemy minions in the jungle, or the minion creeps here. Lumber has been defeated by the tower, which is excellent because it doesn't give any gold to the enemies. And now we're getting on some cooldown speed, which will improve our damage even further. 18 seconds until the Abyssal Dragon spawns, but I saw that there are some minions up on top. What am I doing? I can't remember. I just played the game a couple of hours ago, but yeah. I just saw that that our tooling is pretty much full, so I decided to take it. Now I am full on the lifespan again, and this is not something that I want to fight on my own. I need the tank to be in front of me, and therefore I decided to go down and try to put some damage on Xenis. And Xenis is just dead. Like, there's nothing that you can do against it. He's just become a HP pool to get us some gold. So we are basically full build. The only thing that's missing is Fenris and the Blade of Eternity. I think Fenris is quite important, but I decided to go with the Blade first, because I want to get more damage in a shorter amount of time, which means that if I'm going to get killed, I still have the opportunity to retaliate for whatever killed me. And yeah, split pushing is great with him. He's got plenty of damage, and now we got the speed up, and we will get some nice blue buff stuff here. So Sage buff isn't even in the hands of the enemy anymore. And while everyone was fighting, I decided to just push that stuff into the middle tower, because now I can just get to my team, go in, ult in, and then just now deal damage. And this is going to be great. Look at the amount of damage that I'm doing. Double kill again. Now I need to get out, but the problem is I thought that I might be able to overcome whatever Thorne is, whatever Yorn is putting on our team. But the good thing is Ivory gets another double kill for our team, and now she's able to get another tower. So well done, team, I guess. I guess the kill wasn't necessary. I could have just dodged it, but I think the overall outcome was even better because I was able to get not the kill, but we as a team got the tower, and the team performance is always more important than your performance as a single hero. So after we solved that initial problem, we are back in the game. We've got the bullets ready. We've got a lot of energy, and now it's time to get some damage into the enemies. Calling Slayer here because I had the feeling that they might try to get it with only 2 heroes in the middle, but they do not. And now we still got the problem that, okay, what are you going to do now? We don't have minions. Clear speed of the enemies is, or the clearing potential of the enemies is actually quite nice, but now I am using my shots to the fullest to get all the minions and the gold. And what I'm going to do now, I just decided to poke them a little bit. Like, 1 or 2 shots into Thorne, 1 or 2 shots into XOXO is enough to make them retreat eventually. So this was my idea about it. I'm going to just hang there. And now we've got XOXO on the heels of Cricknack, and I was like, bro, I'm going to help you. But as you can see, Cricknack does not need my help at all. Like, yeah, I've put 1 shot into XOXO, but Cricknack killed it, and this is a really brilliant start to kind of end the game. So everything is in position. We've got a lot of towers killed. We've got the Abyssal Dragon right now, which gives us even more gold and even more experience. As you can see, I'm close to level 15, which is the climax. And there we go. Even more gold. Thank you. Now I've got the Blade of the Eternity, which means that even if I'm killed, now I can play a little bit more aggressively. So it's not only about being revived, but now I can play a little bit more aggressively and head towards the enemy lines a little bit more than I would usually be able to. And now the things are going to be even better because we're clumping up in the middle. As you can see, we're kind of getting into position, and I'm like, well, this is ult time. Not the best ult, I guess, because I did not hit that many enemies, but they don't really seem to do that much. Right now we are just throwing out shots with 1.3, 1.4k. Going to reload those bullets. I think I can improve my bullet management. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. That was crazy. And I just wanted to push them back a little bit. That was what the ult was for. I knew that I would not be able to kill someone. That was for sure. So I need to be a little bit careful here because, of course, Thorne has the better range. And even if he's just doing little amounts of damage, it's still sufficient enough to get me in some kind of critical state. So keep that in mind all the time. Thorne has the range advantage, but yeah. Here we go. Look at that. A lot of damage has just been shot into this particular enemy, and here we go. Oh, it wasn't my kill, unfortunately, so I'm still stuck on 7 kills. But I decided to go back and to get the minion wave pushed into the tower, because now we can start to get into the tower range. 2 of the enemy team are dead, but I think L'Oreal is not really a competition, so that means that we can hit the tower with ease. Even, like, it did not even cause us any loss of health here. And now we've got Enzo and we've got Zenith on the heels of our teammates. But it doesn't matter because we are there at the right time, with the right window, with the exact amount of damage that we needed. And this is another dead Enzo. And this is another dead Thorne, I guess. No, my ult was timed too badly. Should have activated it a little bit earlier, and then that would have been my 9th kill in this game. So I decided to get my team into position to damage the Darkslayer. I think it is the right call right now because there is just 1 tower missing, and it's 1 tower that we need until we are able to finish the game. And even while the enemy team was, I think, about to get into position, we have taken the Darkslayer, which means now we have a really nice dragon. And now we use some kind of diversion tactics. We have put the dragon here, but as you can see, there's stuff going on the top lane, so I decided to help out my team on top lane, not focusing on the dragon too much, but I wanted to make way for it, so I decided to get in and do some damage here. And after I saw that there has been some damage on Thorne, I felt comfortable enough that we would be able to damage the team from the enemy in the very best way. Look at that. So this is another ultimate that I have been hitting. 10 kills right now, so I got L'Oreal as well as XOXO. Unfortunately, the dragon has been killed by Enzo in the middle, but it gives us the window to go right into front of the core, the Nexus, and then the only person defending it is Enzo, and this is something we're not really, we do not really care about it. So defeated, and now it's just a matter of seconds, and this is the game. Crazy. It's crazy how good Thorne is at the moment. Thorne. Oh my goodness. Why have they come up with a hero, Thorne and Thorne? It doesn't make sense. It's just, it's a nightmare for content creators such as I am. 36.8% of damage dealt overall, so 1/3 of the even more than 1/3 of the overall damage is on our account, and as you can see, 12.6, 3 deaths, 10 kills, a lot of assistance, and the best fight participation. So this round was really good. Guys, if you enjoyed this kind of content, put the like in there, put some stuff in the comments below, and it would be a pleasure if you could subscribe so that we could reach the 1,000 subscribers this year. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.